Once upon a time, in a quiet village, lived a young boy named Tolu. Tolu was known for his smile and love for adventure, but he also had the habit of doing things that were not so nice. Tolu would sometimes tell lies, sneak around when he shouldn't, and even take things that didn't belong to him. One sunny day, Tolu did something he shouldn't have done. He saw a ripe mango hanging from a tree near the village store. His tummy rumbled with hunger and he couldn't resist. And so, he climbed the tree and plucked the mango, and he ate it all. When the owner of this mango tree came out, Tolu quickly hid the remaining mango in his clothes. The owner asked Tolu if he saw anyone plucking the mango, but Tolu said, "No, sir, I didn't see anyone." He lied and quickly walked away. As days went by, Tolu's mischievous deeds grew. He began sneaking into the village store at sunset and took sweets and biscuits. He would hide them in his clothes and go to a quiet place to eat it before going home. It got to a point that even at home, he would take some meat from the pot. When they asked who took the meat, he would lie and say that he knows nothing about the missing meat. Tolu's parents started suspecting him, but he kept on lying. Tolu's not so nice action did not stop there. He started taking his friend's toy without telling them, thinking that they wouldn't mind. But his friends were sad and angry because they didn't like it when their things disappeared. Whenever Tolu was caught, he would make up stories to explain himself. Sometimes he would say, "This toy was bought for me by my dad." Other times he would say, "My mother bought this toy for me yesterday." Even though no one believed him, he kept on lying. His parents, who were very kind, would often talk to him about being honest and doing the right thing. They told him stealing was bad and that it could lead one to a serious problem. But even though his parents told him to change, he did not listen to them at all. Instead, he chose to continue stealing, not minding if what he was stealing was something very precious to the owner. One day, an exciting rumor spread throughout the village. The king's crown had finally arrived. It had shiny jewels that sparkled like stars. Everyone in the village was talking about how beautiful it was. Tolu himself could not stop thinking about that crown. He wanted it more than anything in the world. So, at night, when the moon was hidden, he made a secret plan to take it from the palace. He watched the palace guards, learning when they walked away. Also, Tolu counted the days until the next moonless night, getting more and more excited for his new adventure. Finally, the day for him to have the crown came. That night, as he stood near the shiny crown, Tolu whispered to himself, "Oh my God, I will add this to one of my many possessions. Such a shining crown like this. It is really beautiful." Then he took the crown and made his way out of the palace. But as he was about to leave the palace, Coco the parrot saw him and squeaked loudly, "Thief! Thief! There is a thief in the palace!" The noise made by the parrot echoed throughout, and the palace guards rushed over with their torches. Tolu was caught, and there was no way for him to run away. The king was very upset when he heard what Tolu had done. The palace was a special place, and Tolu had taken something that didn't belong to him. Therefore, the king gave Tolu a punishment. He asked the palace guards to flog Tolu. Tolu cried as the cane whipped his back. It was very painful, and he cried louder. After Tolu was flogged, the king didn't release Tolu. He wanted Tolu to learn a very important lesson about honesty. So instead of sending Tolu away, the king made him a servant in the palace. He had to do chores and clean up the whole palace every day. Tolu cried, wishing he had listened to his parents. If only he had stopped stealing, he would have been at home playing with his friends. But now, stealing had made him become a slave in the palace. So children, the moral lesson of the story is this: it is not good to take things that does not belong to you. Being honest and kind is more important than having shining treasures. Remember this as you go to sleep tonight, and always be good, honest and kind. Now it is time for you to close your eyes. Have sweet dreams and wake up ready for a brand new day. Good night.